Hi YouTube, it's the end of a long day. I am just exhausted, but I'm gonna try to get through this TTC Tuesday anyway. So yeah, it's already time for another update, and I have to say this week has gone pretty fast. Normally when I'm in my, what's it called, 2-week wait, time just goes so slowly because you want it to go fast. But this time around, I guess I've just been so busy that I haven't really had time to make things go slowly. But I have to start out by saying that I don't think I'm pregnant this time. I talked a bit about it last week that I was worried that I hadn't ovulated because I didn't really get any symptoms from the ovulation shot, and that still stands. I usually have symptoms for about 10 days afterwards, and I don't think I really had any. And when I have been pregnant, I've also had symptoms after those 10 days, mainly headaches, fatigue, and what else? Heartburn. This time I have had 0 heartburn. I've had a headache maybe a few days during this time since the ovulation shot, but I am also having a cold, so it's very hard to determine what is what. And I mean, fatigue, nothing specific. I'm tired because I have a lot in school and I am sick, but definitely not as prominent as it has been before when I've been pregnant. So I'm kind of bummed about it, but you know, the chance of not being pregnant is much bigger than the chance of being pregnant. So this is what you have to just set your mind to, or I'm not sure how you say it in English, but just I'm prepared for it. But of course you always hope, and I will still hope until I get my period or a negative test. And I think actually about testing, I'm thinking that I'm gonna wait. If I don't get my period, I'm gonna wait for a few more days than I normally do. Normally I take normally I take the test. I'm tired, can you tell? Normally I take the pregnancy test the day after I suspected my period to come. But I think I'm gonna wait a bit longer if it doesn't, because if I was to be pregnant, then a couple of times for me, I have had a miscarriage just a few days after the test. So I'm just thinking, if I wait with the test, then I won't have that false hope. But I also think that there are a couple of reasons that I might not get my period when I should, even without being pregnant. And those reasons are: one, that I might not have ovulated, as I said before, as I said in last week's vlog or update. I'm not sure I did. And if I didn't ovulate, then I won't be getting my period on time, because I don't really have a period on my own, or a cycle, you know. So that could be one reason. And the other one is that, and this has happened to me once before, I took the ovulation shot. I had an ovulation with 1 egg, but then I had a few other smaller eggs on my ovaries that were like 12-13 millimeters, I think. And those, after the ovulation shot, started growing a bit more. Whoa, my cat just scared me. They started growing a bit more, and for that reason, because of the hormones in those follicles, I didn't get my period. And this time, of course, I had lots and lots of follicles. You can go back, I think, 2 weeks and watch that TTC Tuesday, and I just had lots and lots of smaller ones. And so I think it might be pretty probable that those might be messing up the whole hormone thing, and if my hormones aren't right, then I don't get my period. So yeah, I am not expecting it the day that I expect it. As weird as that sounds. But that's pretty much it for this week, I think. I don't really have much else to talk about. It feels kind of strange, because this should be the time when I have a lot to talk about, just because, well, it's the 2-week wait and it's the most exciting time, I guess. But I'm kind of just anxious to know. I just want to know whether I'm pregnant or not, so that I can move on either way. I hate this waiting time, and I do think that a lot of women feel that way, that they just hate not knowing. But in a few days we'll probably know, or at least next week we will know Hopefully by next week's update we will know whether I am pregnant or not, so that will be exciting. So please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our daily vlogs, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!